Jesus blesses the children. Jesus traveled all over the land telling people about the good news of God's love. One day, Jesus was talking to a large crowd. It seemed like there was always a crowd. The children had to stand on their tiptoes and sit on their parents' shoulders just to see Jesus. People were everywhere on the grassy hill, laughing and smiling and waiting for Jesus to tell them more about God. God loves you, and you, Jesus said. He wants you to love other people, too. One mom said, I want my children to hear what Jesus is saying. Other parents wanted their children to hear Jesus too. They moved closer and put their children down on the grass. One small boy tugged on the corner of Jesus' robe, and Jesus turned around. Ah, Jesus said, smiling, and he bent down to hold the hands of the children standing nearby. But the disciples scolded the parents. What do you think you're doing? Jesus is too important and too busy to talk to these children. Move your children back. When Jesus heard the disciples say these words, he stood up and turned back to the grown-ups. What do you mean? Jesus said to the disciples. These children are as important to me as you are. I want to bend down and look in their eyes and tell them about God's love too. Never stop anyone from coming to see me, especially children. Let the children come sit on my knee. Children like these are a part of God's big family too. Then Jesus knelt down to look each child in the eye. Come, sit with me, Jesus said, and I will tell you about the love of God, my Father. Jesus sat on the grass with all the children and told all the girls and boys about God and God's family. Then Jesus put his hand on every girl's head and every boy's head and blessed them, saying, Remember, God and I love you just the way you are. Then Jesus stood up and said to all the grown-ups, Remember my words. Whoever does not love God like a child won't be part of God's family. Remember to scroll down for questions about the Bible story.